Danny. Hey, you got any plans later? My church is having a bring a friend night.
You know, I'm just not really much of a church person.
They definitely stuck up bitch. I'm just kidding, yeah. As they told me until they would have meant that, but born again boomer don't judge. This
What's up, guys? What's
from your
happening?
register last night.
You guys alright?
Know what it is?
This is a tough one. It's a curling iron?
We say counterfeit. Yeah, see, I know it's counterfeit because I used the pen. Did you use the pen?
You know, I don't remember.
I guess you didn't, because if you had, you would have known it's counterfeit, which is why we have a pen. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to dock this from your paycheck.
Whoa, wait, Boomer, that's like a whole shift from me.
Well, maybe next time I'll take security more seriously.
Oh, come on, what security?
What's happening, guys? What's happening? FTMO. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are good.
How much longer is the wait?
Are you guys good?
What I'm most concerned about right now is Stella's kidney function.
Sarah.
What?
You said Stella. Her name's Sarah. Okay, so...
I'm not off the charts, man. I am on the charts.
One is failing, the other is right.
I'm on the charts now as we speak. There.
Sarah on a liver transplant as soon as possible. Carla, you just can't throw files like this.
Well, I've been doing some reading. Because she can barely make it.
Nice classes. Thank you, man. These are not my make me look nice. Eh? These are my reading classes. So I can't read without these classes.
All the time, so
Here,
we can't.
Carla,
And
take them all away.
The fade, the beard,
can take
our cheapy.
Thank you.
And there's this new drug that just got approved. Oh my God, can you please just listen to me for one damn
So
minute?
guys, I've been
All of you.
I haven't been, like today I took losses on US 30. I think like 2 times or so, two or 3 times, I don't know. It was because like I was so, I don't know. I wasn't so focused. I've been sick, guys. I've been having flu, so this flu thing has been really killing me.
she was only halfway through my lap. So what happened? Well, now I'm very uneven.
I didn't want to know.
Dean,
This flu has been killing me. Let's take a couple of requests.
Do you think he's gonna stay around?
School have the people, give them advices,
Maybe it's your anniversary present.
and let's see.
100 coupons to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Ew, really?
Bitch.
No, I really do love it there.
No, that old guy is stealing your tip.
He can't even walk.
Go get it.
Spiwe Dube. So US States has been ranging all day, guys. That's why. Spiwe Dube. Sure. Didn't hang out with dog.
How's it, homeboy?
Style mfana ka wena.
Dintang me bra.
Akitese abuti dintang.
Emuna ya bona monna man. Hey.
Dintang.
Ke abuti ma.
Khale mfana ka wayithi. Awuthi mathini khale.
Mata.
Dintang mo abutaka.
Shapa pipe fela mo machita abuti.
Give the chilled vibes effect.
Awati.
Mna nakumame. Akimnati kumamela fela ka di AirPod Pro fela yabona.
Mna so ngithomile ku lightisa ka dilo mna so jetsa nna ka dilo no me bra.
Yazi tena ngithwasa lakho boy. Ngithwasa lakho yazi.
Ala vele ufuna ukufana nampo yazi.
Lobona nami sengifaka amahudi manje ngoba vele ngiyazi into zakho.
Paranya kitspaya ntwana yazi.
Spiwe Dube. Mfanaka.
Mati.
Mfana, no, you why
Mati.
Abuti, why one, it's one love, muna so. I mean, I think,
Emuna.
yeah? Muna what's about? Agitli mokas givaya ka uba mun.
Amuna yatse utla ka M4 me bra.
Ariemele mukholo fitla bon. And then get to tlhagella ka da.
Oh, so tlo tlhagela I fit.
Se ke emetse yona fela delivery in a few days and then ka tlhagella.
Utle thwane mmata.
Mona sawar. NTJ that day writes wala mun.
Mona wa tseba, mona o bethile ho thwane today.
Mona ke chitse fela mfanaka. Ke na le chipi. Ke na le chipi mona.
Aga utlwa mmata.
Wa bona ke bolela sekgowa fela matsatsi a wa bona.
Le ke ntho ya rona mmata wa tseba khale.
Ke sekgowa fela. Amasokhomida.
Amasomi.
Amawuzithi, amawewe.
Yeah.
Amatricom pride. Amasikamoma.
Amakramisto.
Hawaiti mataka grunta majita kada fana.
Ekucheka fela buti.
Enough flop mfana ka grunta majita fela.
Kazi.
Nyonisto. Mfana ngimnandi boy wena.
Akubonga mina ukuthi manilama ni.
Bantwana mina ngijabula nje. Yeah?
Lapho simnyama useclean.
Hey ntwana mina ngazi ntwana ilezinto zesilungu everyday ntanga elama cheap.
Nako kunye mathini imali mana kusasiza.
Yeah, kokunye imali dog.
Into uvikela imali akasubunza.
Ukazi ungena kimi yabona ndoda.
Ntwana thingiphume sekakujwayela.
Akuna next.
COVID.
Akuna next ntwana. Wala speech. Sure boy.
Thank you boy.
Away.
Sure boy.
Hey guys, for the guys who haven't been hearing Zulu, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. Mandy_Duma, but how are you Mandy Duma and you're not able to hear Vanek? I don't believe it. Or are you testing our English bundles now? Are you testing our English bundles? We are there. We know how to speak English. Let me take up John. John declined. Hey man. John. Forex rich gang away. Mr. Suela, sure. Don't send an invitation, guys, and decline it, please. Mr. Dex, Abuti Dex on the live. Guys, I'm Khelang Mataba, the real GOAT in SA. Much respect, Abutuaka. Much respect, Abuti. Man, your vids, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Fresh Boys Worldwide, use English talk, otherwise we're in the air. Man.
Dr. Martin.
My bro, how's it?
I'm in dark. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't see your face, man.
Bruh, so I should light up.
At least for me to see your face, man. Thank you.
Danko.
For me to see your face at least, my bro.
I'm already sleeping, you know.
Were you sleeping, man?
Yeah, ngilela angazi nokuthi uzangibona manje.
Okay, it's still the same, but no sweat, no sweat, no sweat. Are you good, man?
How's it, bruh? Ngishaya
I'm all good,
ngine
man.
chat nje. I had a bad day actually
Lenza,
today, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
The markets were very
VIX.
the markets were very choppy today, man. I don't know why. I took about two
So,
losses
bruh,
today. Yeah. I took two losses, and the one move I was waiting for when it happened, I was not on my charts.
okay. Yabona leyo
Yeah.
vele it's another thing. Leyo trade then leave the chart. Yo, I have very bad experience about that. Hey,
Yeah, but we live and we learn, man. We live and we learn, you know.
yeah, ngiyajabula ukukhuluma
Yeah.
nawe. It's my first time vele ngikhuluma no-Dr. Martin Ezinja.
Vana, I'm humbled, dog. I'm humbled, my bro. Awunceka man, Brian. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
ngiyakubona uyaphusha. Sifunda kuwe futhi yabo.
Yeah.
Ngiyabona ukuthi niyaphusha
I know, man.
njengama-fruitman wethu. Sin respect
Mfana
yabo.
siyaphusha kancane kancane nje ayamuyazi.
There's no other way vele yabo. Ngaphandle
No
kwemali
other way.
bafethu.
Inyuku
Ubona
kuphela,
ukuthi
mfana, inyuku
siyakuconya
kuphela.
nokuconya esikhathini samanje. Hayi no
It's
dokotela, hayi
rough.
mina ngiyalala nje bengisabukela i-live yakho mina ngiyahalela ukujoyina nami khe ngibulise yabo.
Yeah, I know mfana akuna next mfana. Siyabonga ujoin boy ubulise yabona.
Khe ngivele nje esithubeni nami ngivele ngithi hale nje kancane nje.
Yeah, uvele ngamabili amathathu.
Bazokwazi ukuziletha ngale ku-inbox nabo bathi hale.
Asithembe bazofika bhuti.
Hayi no, hayi sithokoze dokotela, sithokoze
Sure
akupheleli
bhuti
khona
wami.
lamo.
Sure bhuti wami,
Danko,
yazi sonke. Danko.
danko.
Danko. Leto underscore Zar, man. I'm so sorry, man. You are recognized, you are loved, you are appreciated. You know, this live is also meant for you. You are appreciated, man. A lot. Uthi fahla fahla kancane. Uyazi abantu bathi fahla fahla. Kancane nje, kancane. Do you ever trade VIX? Time and again. I never used to trade VIX, but I traded it once when VIX was still like new, when people were getting into VIX. I also got into it, and obviously I stopped trading it, and I went back to it like a couple of weeks back, like 3 weeks ago. I kind of looked at it, and from there, I'm a sweetie pen. Before I end the live, I'll do a breakdown of Euro USD because I see people have been saying Euro USD. Guys, like I'm really sick. Hey, like my eyes are sore. I have a headache. Like I've got flu. Yes, this flu is like killing me. Someone's saying I'm looking fresh. Thank you, man. I look fresh, but I feel sick, man. I look fresh, but I feel sick. What's your take on monthly swings? Um, I mean, if you can swing for a month, then that's good, but I wouldn't swing for that long, to be quite honest. A month is like really long. A month is like super long for me. Euro USD looks very nice. Yes, yes. Don't you think it's COVID? No, man, it's not COVID. My temperature's fine. I don't have COVID symptoms. It's just flu symptoms, and I've been taking meds. And yeah, it's not COVID. I will not get COVID in the name of Jesus. I'm anti-COVID. Material lingers, top dogs, ezinye zezinja. Awulingas bafowethu. Awulingas bafowethu. I'm
Dokotela
Jovid.
baba.
I'm Jovid.
Kambani.
Intwana yami ngimnandi wena.
100.
Angisakwazi intwana.
Akulalwa kanti.
Intwana yami uyazi man, sigijimisana nephepha boy.
Imloyo mfana ngesikari sekasi mfana angeke ungithole manje.
Anginokufika ngakuboni intwana yami.
Yo ndoda ngiseDurban ngisemidrand.
Useyindaweni ezibhaya boy.
Unale mali Martin ngizobona ngenze njani.
Imali boy, yazi mfethu
Ayikhenye
mangenamali mfethu. Mangenamali mfethu izinto ayihlangani mfethu.
Kuma yonke into sibana.
Kuma yonke into boy.
Mfana namhlanje ngithi ngiyalizama nami emarket mfana. Inazilingisa le ku profit liyangibuyisa futhi.
Mntwana bheka i-US states mfethu. Ilokhila the whole day ndoda.
Martin angitshele bafethu ni trader kanjani lento ayi mina lento ine volume high for mina sibani.
I-US states ayifani i-US states imnandi boy, i-US states imnandi. Mina ngisitradela yona kuphela. Yabona nangayi so ngivulele chart leli obviously because abantu labo bafuna ngiveze yona yabona, but ithi ngibonise i-US states yami. So bengimele idide ngiseli yabo. So mfana lithe malenzeka lela sell kwaba ukuthi angisekho la yabo mfana. But ngizokubonisa no. Mfana i-state imnandi boy. It's like Nasdaq but double the volatility and the moves yabo. So it pays like almost twice the amount or 3 times, I don't know. So bengimele le sell lena iso and by the time yenzeka mfana bese ngiyekho yabona le drop nyana le yara bheka mfana bekuyimali egreen kanjani to da phansi yabona but bese
time frame ngiyibonile le move mara
30 minutes 30 le ya
hayi khona into enzakalayo ngale time frame nami ngispanisa yona kulo kanye abulala
M30 ne
M30 namasemba wacheka yonke into engiposta ku Instagram mangiposta i-chat 30 minutes
I'm fan M30 mnandi boy. And obvious like M30 actor like zothini angithi kuma currency when we still traded currencies besibheka i-H4 ne-H1 so M30 kuma US states namanas like obvious it acts like boma H1 ngada yabo so ikaya ama confirmation clean da yabo
fresh ngoba nami nazi ngigijima nge-30 nge-M30 endodeni hayi
ukubonisa izinto ezi-right mfana
baba wami angifuni nokuyikhuluma le
amarantwana nawe yaphusha ntwana yami ntwana
ngiyanceka ngiyaba ne-setback nyana awuthi man yazi
mfethu into zakhona yacava boy yabona especially mawubuild ntanga awubuild easy yabo lama setback nyana lawo yizo vele izinto ezisiphushayo ukuthi siye more and more yabo
mara wona vele and mina ndoda phela I'm sure le ngiyesi2
sure mara ntanga into zakhona man mjovo uyazi ndoda uyacava
ngazi kahle baba wami
ntanga wena uNtsimbu uyazazi futhi
ngiyingozi ngithi nje sometimes azi izinto
maba nesikhumbuzo ukuthi azi Intswimbu besibuyele nawo yohluba same time
maba ne-setback Martin mind powers
kusipana ingqondo la
mind
power kumele kusipana ingqondo uring ivar
because sometimes
you know what I normally say kuma lives ngithi like in most cases we focus too much on the technicals and you find that sometimes your technicals are not enough to get you to where you're supposed to be. That's when you need to now go into your mind, which is like, what is going on? Am I lacking confidence? What? Because sometimes you take a loss, and that loss will affect how you think. Like Bengon Samachit, I took a major loss last week, dog, like a major one, dog. Because when projecting logo in Spanela gulo, lokho ngibeka inyuke esayidini yale project leli inyuke esayidini. And then ngasala ngenyuke like a certain amount in my bank account, and I blew that whole amount. And money blower, that's because I was refunding and refunding, Shama loss, refunding loss. On one of the fundings that I did, ngashay withdrawal, not even like that much. This was like a 4,000 rand withdrawal that I made as I was refunding. Then you because reflecting, so I kept on refunding until I was left with 3 rand stock in my bank account, excluding you that I've been obviously putting aside for the project Lilian. So being here Puguti as in fun, at least I put money on the side. And now I was like, ish, what next, dog? That 2,000 came in. I was like, let me be disciplined and build this 2,000. Do you know that with the 2,000, I grew that the 4,000, I took 2,000 and I funded. And then by the end of that day, in my bank account, I had over 40,000 or 30,000. I can't remember, like 30 something, almost 40. By the end of that day, ngaleo 2,000 le boy, lengi funding. And for me to get to that point where now beseng pusha kanjani, I had to remind myself, Uti, no, this was just a minor loss, a minor setback, but I know how to do this thing. And then I refunded, and that's when I came back. So sometimes you just need to convince yourself of who you are and remind yourself of what you are capable of doing, even when it is in lanes is opposite and contrary to what you want to happen. You just need to remind yourself, actually, I know how to trade, and I've got this, and go back into the markets and try again. And when you go with a positive mindset, I'm fine, isn't those in shop?
Yeah, injalo Martin, cause mfethu. Phela manje mina umuntu wasekuseni meditate ndoda yonke into. Uyabona?
Yeah.
Nje ngizibuyise ezweni and then ngiplan ama trade wami. But once ngangazenzi lento lezi,
Ashintwana. Mara obviously ingqondo yethu isipana kanjalo, like the mind works in patterns. Like once you build up a pattern, like in your mind, you must follow that pattern, dog, in your mind. Follow that pattern and that mindset. Follow it until it becomes a pattern. So like follow the things you do until they become a pattern, until they become normal. And then ingqondo yakho say adapt to guleo normal state of you doing one the same thing. That's where you function. So that's why time and again, like when you are winning, you get used to the win so much that you move out of your patterns. And then back to that point where you are losing. That's when you need to now rethink of your decisions. What did you do wrong that time? The time we pick up, and then go back to what you did initially, and that's what's going to help you get back to your original state and your initial state. So that's how I do it. In fact, one thing that people don't know is that in Forex, losses are a part of the package. And that's something that we don't really think about. In fact, there's no ways that you're going to be a trader and win 100% of the time. It's a lie. And one thing that kills us is that Tina, we get used so much to the wins that when the loss comes, it comes uncalculated. Because when you invest upege profits, but you're not thinking good. Actually, losses are a part of the game. And when the loss hits, are we expecting, dog? And you've been winning for a long time. Must say shy, you understand? That's when it gets so ground zero. And dog, if you can come back from ground zero, dog, I'm telling you, dog. Like akekho umuntu ozokutshela anything, dog. No one. Like now is folk uyinja la. I wonder if ukhona ukubuya ntanga from ground zero. Awuyinja ntwana, awuyinja. And then mfethu thina most of us,
yazi into enjani, like there will be a streak of wins, yabona, like win, and then those wins like inkinga iba kuthini uba overconfident. You understand? Uba overconfident and
fire.
you're so feeling like you're untouchable.
Yeah.
Lalela ukulot size baba wami. Ayizokambula.
Ntwana izokuhambula ntwana yo.
Blind.
Obvious angithi i-overconfidence dog yabona. Sisitshela ukuthi like it won't ever get to a point where I lose. If you win a lot, you get so caught up in the mindset of a winner that you don't expect losses. And once losses happen, Tuana, they happen out of your expectations. And that's when the losses will take more than what you are willing to lose, because it's not calculated risks that you are taking. You are just risking because when you're thinking, I'm a winner anyways. So if I put in money, I'm gonna win. Yabo? And like the mistake I did, you're gonna be putting your last amount, and that last amount becomes that amount that will bring you down to ground zero, because you're not expecting the loss because you're used to wins. So Mfana, like we need to get this into our heads, Uti. Losses come with the occupation. So yabona mawuzospana shop right ne, but maybe okay sizoqasha ukuthi ube cleaner, but ecleaning kwakho here and there uzopakisha yabona. And when amabangakcleanisa for 3 months ungapakishanga next, by the time bazothi pakisha ntanga uzozibuza enhle bangizwana la, but ukhohle ukuthi enhle it came with the job description yabona. So you need to understand with dog, it's losses are a part of the job, dog. There's no ways you won't lose. There's no ways, dog. There's no ways. And if you don't calculate your risk, your one losing day may be your biggest losing day in your trading career.
Yo ndoda phela mina ngeke ngashisa into nge-60 tower 2018 ngisebhara.
Yo ndoda.
Wavele kwashisa amathi ngangena esibhedlela same time.
Uvele wona credit ngase esibhedlela ithi ngivele ngene ngilale.
Ithi ngivele ngene ndoda shoot mayenyaphula ngazi ngiyenzeni imile nje abantu bayandlula ngathi ikhanda lami alithathi kahle 60 tower.
Ayizwana. Yo ntwana. Yo ntwana. Mara kuyenzeka manje.
Yeah, vele I part of the game. Yabona masoshisa imali enkulu mathi which means ukuthi odlala kwenye league.
Yeah, if you spend more money, then that means you risk more money, and once you risk more money, you stand to make more money. So in Charlotte, dog, scared money will never make money ever, whether we like it or not. Yabona soloko sitam ngizofanda 1,000 rand exam, dog. If you fund 1,000, you are gonna stay at that 1,000 rand level. That's how it is, yabona. But if you risk more than that 1,000, and also like people must not risk money they are not willing to lose, because you must understand that once you risk, if into zothi risk kanta mangatazi ngizo risk talent uthi wena ekhanda lakho kahle indirectly I'm willing to lose le ngiriskayo yabona. So if you risk that amount, you must know ukuthi mfana you are willing to lose that money yabo. And thina sicabangile ngizobona umuntu abe neconfidence akufanele 100,000 mase ishilo umuntu uyakhala bese uthi ukhalelani, because that's money you were willing to lose and you lost the money yabo. So ungakhali, you lost it and that's it. So more lose more money, you make more money. But once you lose, you will lose more money because you risk more money. Mfana ngisakuzwa mjova yazi. Mntwana ngisakuzwa yazi. Mfana ngikuzwa angazi ukuthi yimo yini. Angazi ukuthi. I think uvale mic ntwana.
Because mina
ngiyakuzwa no.
Now this is what I usually tell people about. Once I find
ntwana yazi ukuthi i-network ikhathi ne-mic yabona. So angazi ntwana. Awuzama ukuringa Ravi. Eish ntwana angazi ukuthi ikhamba ntanga. I-mic yakho boy. Eish. Ithi ngikhiphe umjovo. Ithi ngikhiphe ngizokubuyisa boy. Ngizokubuyisa vile. Yeah, guys, that's something that we don't think about. We're not being realistic with our approach to the markets, and hence you find that people are being sold dreams. It's being consistent is very possible, but in your consistency, know that losses are a part of the game. And also, the word consistency means that you have wins that surpass your losses. So even when you lose, you know that what you make is actually far more than what you lose. So that's why it's always important to know what you're risking, because if you risk what you're willing to lose, then you will not be stranded and find yourself in a position where you are losing a lot of money unwillingly. So I'm going to try and bring him back, but I wanna reprimand this. Josh Nari is not a scam, and that's not a cool thing to say, man. He's not a scam. He's not a scam. I've known Josh since 2017, bruh, and he's not a scam. Trust me. So I won't allow you to say that on this live, man. I won't allow you to say that on this live. So yeah, I won't allow you to say that on this live, man. I might not become you exactly, but I'll surely reach my true potential with you as my inspiration. Salute. Away, Mr. TFX. Hey, the boy Scorpio, away. What you make is far more than what you make. What you make is far more than what you lose. That's the rule and the gist of the whole thing. So in my course, there's something that I was like busy with when I did the psychology videos. And one of the things I speak about there is risk management. To say that risk management is one thing that pushes people to make money. It's one of the things that really pushes people to move forward. So risk management is one of the most important things that people need to kind of implement in their trading, because that helps you not risk more than you are willing to lose. So if you're trading currencies, it's far more easier, even with NES and US30. Let me break this down for you guys. Let me break down risk management and make it easy for you to understand the mindset of a winner and what it takes to basically get to a point where you are making far more money. My brother, Skosana Kaya Lake, my bro, Kaya, man, good to hear from you, man. It's been a minute. I hope you're good, and I hope things are well for you, man. So this is what I want to highlight for you: the mindset of the winner and how you can get to that level of being consistent in your gains and being consistent with your profits. The first and foremost thing is that I am still going to break down Euro USD. As I said before I end the live, I'll do a chart breakdown. But for now, I want to empower people's minds and feed your brain and your confidence and feed your psychology with these conversations that we're having. So one of the things that really make you consistent is the fact that you are not risking what you're willing to lose. And that's one thing that people miss, that people risk far more than they are willing to lose. And that kind of becomes the problem and the issue in your trading. So let's say you fund your account with $1,000. I'll use dollars because when I first learned this, I learned it in dollars, and then I'll break it down into rands, or depending on your understanding. If you're able to understand what I'm speaking about, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you wow. So so the topic is still fresh. It's still fresh, Mandy. So if you want to be a winner, you must think like a winner. Don't think like a loser, because losers want to make quick bucks, Losers want to make quick amounts. And if you're really gunning for quick amounts, that's when you really won't see profits and stuff. Like that's when you will be risking money. You're not willing to lose, blowing more money than you're making, and get to a point where you don't really see your profits, because you will fund with 1,000 rands today and make 4,000. Tomorrow you come and you risk 5,000 and you lose the entire amount, and then you have to now refund back from your pocket. So let's speak about dollars and speak about currencies when you use this mindset, because for me, I didn't see consistency from US 30, as I'm a US 30 trader now. I started trading US 30 now, and that's not where I found my consistency and where I got my trading edge and niche. I didn't start there. I started on I started on currencies. So currencies are like the main thing that really helped me and pushed me to a point where I really saw that Forex really does work. I bought my first car with currencies, and that was like really, 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 really beautiful. So if you find $1,000 and then you're trading US 30, or you're trading Euro USD, let's use currencies, you're trading Euro USD. If you fund that $1,000, you need to come to terms with the fact that every trade you open is a risk. Remember that we're in the business of probabilities. So the market can either go your direction or not. The market can either hit your stop loss or your take profit, which is why when we send trades, we send take profit and we send stop loss. It's not just the TP we're sending, because in our minds, when we open the position, we know that the trade can either go towards our direction or go against us. So as you are opening the trade, you bear in mind, and in your thoughts and in your heart, you keep this in your mind, that the trade I'm opening can either make me money or take money from me. So when you open that trade, have that in your mind. That's the first step of being a winner, being able to accept the losses the market potentially has to give to you. If you can accept the fact that you will not always win, that's when you will start seeing consistent amounts in your trading, because it's not 100% game. You can get to 80%, 85, 90, 95, but you'll never get to 100%. So in the percentages you're trading, you always have it in your mind that the market can either hit my stops or take profits. So you've got $1,000, you're opening a Euro USD trade, and your risk is about 20 pips. So when I was trading currencies, my risk would be 15 pips at most. That's the most I would risk on any trade. So I would risk 15 pips. Because of my entry method that I use till today, like on US 30, that's the same method I used on currencies. So I used to risk 15 pips. And if you open a 0.10 on $1,000 account, you're practically saying that if this trade hits my stop loss, I am willing to lose $15. As soon as you know how much you're willing to lose, then you can look at the profits to say, if I'm risking $15, how much is this trade giving me? If it's 100 pips, it's going to give you $100, meaning that for you to blow the account, you would have to take 100 trades, almost 100. So you need like about 70 trades before you can blow the account, because obviously 15 times 100, that's 1,500. But like 15 times 70 or so, that should amount to 1,000. So you need 75 positions before you can blow that account. And what are the chances of you taking 75 positions and losing? If you lose 75 trades in a row, then you know that your strategy doesn't work. You have to go back, relearn the strategy, master the strategy, and polish and redefine your craft, because that means the strategy you have doesn't work. You cannot lose 75 trades in a row. It's impossible. Like, there's no ways you'll take 75 positions and lose 75 positions. So that's the first step of being consistent. Understand how much you're willing to lose, and an understanding how much you're willing to lose. The understanding of how much you are willing to lose will then bring you to the profits that you'll be making. For you to double the account, you need about how much? Like 10 trades. If you're targeting 100 pips, you need 10 trades to double the account. So on 10 trades, your account will be doubled, which is solid enough. If you double the account to 10 trades on currencies, that's beautiful. That's like the best mindset ever. That's the best approach ever. There's like, I cannot explain it more than this. So at 0.10 and 15 pips, you're risking 1,000. You're risking $15, which is around about 200 rands on a 15,000 rand account. That's like way little. You're risking like very small amounts to the account. So that's less than 10% of the account that you're risking to make up 100, like 10%. You're risking 1.5% to make up 10% of the account. But obviously, if you want to risk more, then you can risk more. If you're using a standard lot on 15 pips, if it gets hit, you're risking 150. If it gets to 100 pips, you're making $1,000. So you can double your account with the first trade you take, but only risking 15% of the account, which is fair enough. You're risking 15 to make 100. That's fair enough. So that's the first thing that I did to my trading career that really helped me get my trading edge and get my niche, and also get to the level of consistency. Understanding that I will lose some trades. It's not every trade that I will take that I will be able to win. So for the guys who are trading currencies, do look out for that and trade that that approach, trading that manner, trading that approach, that when you're trading, you're risking a certain percentage in the initial deposit. If you're trading $100 account, risk is 0.01. 15 pips, you're risking $1.5. If it goes to your take profit, you're making $10 if it's 100 pips, which is good enough. You need 10 trades to make up that much to double the account or whatever. I don't know, you need like 100 trades to double the account, to 10 trades, yeah, to double the account. So these things are things that we never really think about, that when you're trading, you must know that you are going to lose at some point. So the currency wave has died out and people are trading US 30, are trading NAS 100. And how can we use the same mindset on trading US 30 and NAS 100? The same mindset and approach we use on currencies, how can we implement that on US 30 and NAS? For me personally, this is what I've found to have worked for me for the past 2 years or so trading indices. And on indices, obviously I started trading US 30 for I think it's been a year and like 4 or 5 months now on US 30 strictly, but on NAS 100 as well I traded it. And obviously I used the same approach, but so that it doesn't really work, because a 0.01 on US 30 and you're risking 15 pips is not $15. That's like way more than you are risking in currencies. So I then changed my approach of how I trade US 30 and there. So on US 30, I know that I need to first master the structure and master the technicals for me to be able to trade it first. US 30 and Nasdaq are not for chancers. You cannot come on US 30 and NAS 100 chancing your technicals and thinking you're going to be learning how to analyze on US 30 and whatever. There's no ways you're going to be using US 30 and NAS 100 to polish up your technicals. There's no ways. This thing sometimes doesn't follow technicals, follows fundamentals, sometimes follows technicals strictly, sometimes technicals and fundamentals, whilst currencies are always purely technical at most times, and all fundamentals only what can I say? They supplement, not supplement, but they add on, they confirm the direction of your technicals that you have basically established as you are analyzing. So currencies are always good to help you know how to trade, and are always good to help you master your trading edge. So currencies are the best way to start off mastering your technicals. If you don't know how to technically analyze, go to currencies and master your technicals first before you can come onto US 30. Now, coming onto US 30, with me, I saw that I cannot fund money I'm not willing to lose. First of all, the whole amount I'm funding there is the whole amount I'm willing to lose, because those things don't play games. They don't play. So you cannot fund money you are not willing to lose, especially with how we trade these indices in South Africa, to be specific, because everyone in South Africa uses what we call barcoding, uses full margin trading. We use, scalping or whatever. I don't know what to call it. but we trade the same, like all of us. If I put in multiple positions at entry, someone else will be putting multiple positions, and people come and subscribe for signals, put in multiple positions, blow their accounts, and they blame us, and then they say, I lost my money for tuition, I lost my money for fees. Like today, I'm not even ashamed to say this, that today I sent 2 trades in the group. I sent one on the US, I sent 2 actually. I sent 2, yeah, it's basically 2 trades on the 30 for 20, and I sent 1 trade, like 3 trades on the signals group. The 2 trades I sent on the 30 for 20 both hit stops, and the 3 trades I sent on the VIP signals, all 3 of them hit stops. And one of the guys on the group said, yo, today's been a stop loss day, what. They never say, by the way, they never say this when it's a take profit day. They will never say, today has been a take profit day, because sometimes you send 10 trades, all of them go to take profit on the same day, by the way. So I sent 3 trades and I was like, okay, no, I need to rest. Something is not going well with how I'm trading or how I'm looking at the markets today or whatever. I need to go back and look at myself and understand why am I hitting stop loss so much, because this is not something I'm used to. So another, like one of our subscribers said, oh, today it's been a stop loss day. And I said my response to that was, it's part of the trading description, buddy. It's part of the job. There's no ways you will not hit stop losses, whether you like it or not. There is no ways. So the reason why people then worry so much when stop losses are hit is because someone will risk money they are not willing to lose. Someone will risk the whole account because they see you risking the whole account. But the idea and the mindset behind me risking that amount is because I funded money I'm willing to lose. So whether I fund 15,000 and you see me using 0.20s, if you see me using 0.20s, like I put 3 0.20s on that thing, that doesn't mean like I don't know what I'm doing or like my risk is messed up, because people always feel opinionated. They feel opinionated. They feel the edge to speak about your trading. So people will say, yes, this guy doesn't know how to trade. How can he risk the whole account like this? For me, the money I put in the account is the money I'm willing to lose. And if I know that if the market pulls back to this area and I'm still there, then I will, you have a smaller echo. I don't know what that means, but anyways, if I put in that amount, 15,000, and I fund it, I will calculate how much of drawdown can I withstand with the amount of lots I'm using, and is the drawdown still within my structure, or the drawdown will kill me even when it's within structure and then go. So those are things I calculate before I take a trade. So whatever money I fund, whatever amount I fund that money knowing that I'm willing to lose. We hear you loud and clear. Okay, sharp. You fund amounts you are willing to lose. So you cannot fund an amount you are not willing to lose, especially on US states and NASDAQ. So when you fund that amount knowing very well that I'm gonna deposit 15,000, and this 15,000, if it goes, I'm gonna make over 80,000. But if I lose, I'm losing 15,000. Let me do this. AirPods Pro. Let me disconnect them. So you are funding money you are willing to lose. So you are not just funding. So the same mindset I had on currencies is the same, but different implementation and different execution. So the execution will be different. I will not be funding amounts I'm not willing to lose. So what I'm funding is what I'm risking. I'm still using the same mindset. It's just that the whole amount is in my bank account. Like if I'm willing to lose 100,000 on that day, then I'll be risking maybe let's say if I'm planning on funding 100K, I will not fund 100K. I will divide the 100,000 to however the amount of trades I'm going to be taking that day. If I'm taking 3 trades or 4 trades, I'll be dividing it to 4 times 25, 25, 25, 25. If I fund the first 25 and it makes me money, then that's a winning day. But if the first 25 hits stop loss, which my stop loss will be a blown account, then I still have 75,000 more to trade. So for someone else, they'll think, oh, he blew his account. But for me, my account hasn't blown because I still have 75,000 more to risk on this trade that I'm trading, you see. So people need to understand these things, that the fact that you funded big doesn't mean that that's the last amount you are funding or whatever, or you're funding big, you're risking the whole amount, so that's the whole amount you're not willing to lose or whatever. It's amounts you are willing to lose. So these are things that we must get used to as we are trading. That's the first winner's mindset. And if you make money, always withdraw. Like once you withdraw that money, it comes into your bank account. You see the money grow, you see the money, accumulate. That really motivates you to doing better. That really motivates you to being a better person and to actually doing better things. So it's always important to see money come into your account, because on losing days, the money that came into your account will give you the confidence to know that you know what you are doing and you're not taking chances, which is one thing that people don't know. That it's not that we are better than everyone that's trading. The fact that we are still trading and we are good today, it's not because we are better than the people that blow accounts. The only difference between us and them is that our money is tangible. So it's tangible money. It's not cyber money. It's tangible money. I will take out my money and I will do things. You see, I will do things. I will do things. You see, with me, like everything I have, literally everything I own right now, everything I own, everything that is in my house, everything that is me is Forex money. And that helps my mind. When I walk into my space, come on, guys. When I walk into my space, I feel motivated to say, yeah, no, indoor diasebenza manje. I am working, you see, because I make sure that I buy quality furniture. I make sure that I live in the quality place. I make sure that I wear quality clothes. I make sure that I buy a quality laptop. I buy a quality TV. It's premium living, all from trading. The day I blow accounts, it's going to take a lot for the market to take everything that I've bought from the markets. Even when I blow everything and I'm left with 0-0, it's going to take a lot for the market to take everything that I've bought through the markets. I mean, we have driven cars from the markets. We are still going to drive powerful cars from the markets. That's because we convert our money from being cyber money to being actual money. So the more you buy things that you can see and things that you can celebrate, things that you love, then that boosts your confidence in trading to say this thing really does work, because you can see, you can see things that you bought with your money. Me, I don't play games. I go for quality over everything. I don't compromise there. I make sure that I go for quality when I buy things, because I don't want to be broke somehow in life and then I'm like, I had the money to buy quality but I didn't. No, I will buy quality and I will spend money for me to know that the money that I'm spending is my profit. So these are profits in real life. They don't turn into that blue screen. It's not the blue screen that's making us go on and on. It's not the blue screen, but it's the profits in real life. But you guys don't know. Guys, yo. So when you see these things in real life, like once you see them in real life, then it motivates you. Even the haircut is quality when I like you, man. Yes. Even the haircut is quality. Everything, you see. We don't go for manyanyanya. We don't go for small things. We go for big things because we know that once those dry days come, the dry days will take so much to get to our soft life. You can only end there by the money we have risked. But for you to come into our space and change the things that we have bought, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. So it's already too late to fail because you've won so much that you are confident and that you are psychologically strong because there's so many things that you have done. You see, people know how to make money, but people don't know how to use money they make. You need to take out that money and spend it, because once you don't take it out to spend, then once that money goes into losses, you will not. I buy things. Even my friends know me. I'm a buyer. I like buying things. I buy everything I buy. If I see something I like, I don't waste time. I'm swiping, I swipe it, because like if you don't value money, guys, like if you don't attach to money, money will come to you. But if you attach to money, then money will not come to you. That's the system of wealth. Like if you're building wealth, don't attach to money. Like if you attach to money and you're thinking, I can't be spending this money, this is what, I still have 1, 2, 3. Money will not come to you. But if you look at money and you're saying, this is small, me, I'm gonna buy this thing now, money's gonna come back to you in tenfold. That's how I've been living my life. That's testament of how I've been doing things. Like that's how I've been, you know. So that's what you must do. So always withdraw the money after you've seen profits, and once you withdraw money, go and get yourself that sneaker you want, that Air Force that you've always wanted. Go buy it. If you want to buy whatever, that t-shirt, go buy it. If you want to do whatever, just go do it, because the more you do these things, that's the more these things help you and they boost you and they make you. You see, also with money, right? People look like money because people buy things money can buy. You see, that's why sometimes when you appear, people will say you look like money. Eh? It's not because it was a chance. You look like money because you spent money to buy your looks. That's why they say you look like money. So if you can't spend your money even to make yourself look nice, you won't be comfortable and confident to make money that will change your life. It starts on the small things, guys. You see, when I was still back home, I remember I used to live at home, and it was a one room, smaller than my lounge now. It was smaller than my living room. That's where I used to live and sleep. And in that space, that's where the dreams were built. That's where, that's where I had aspirations and dreams. I always knew that I'm a great person. Like even from primary, before Forex, I knew that I'm destined for bigger things. But I just didn't know what channel to use to be a great person. So now, the more I was in that room, I was building my dreams. I was becoming, I was becoming a better person, and I was, motivating and encouraging myself to move out of that space. And, as I was doing that, I was becoming a better individual, being able to do certain things. I started with small things. You buy yourself bedding, change your bedding, and have different bedding that you can sleep on, and you feel good whenever you're going to bed, knowing that you bought bedding from your own money. From there, buy your parents groceries, give them 500. 500 goes a long way, guys, especially in our black families. That's a lot of money. Your parents can multiply that 500 to a lot of things. Like they can do a lot of things from that 500. So you start with the small things that will transform your life and change your life, so that you can see that what you're doing really works. From that time, I started buying other things, like buying myself clothes that I want, even though it wasn't like expensive clothes, but these were clothes that made sense to me at the time. And when I bought the clothes at the time, they made me feel good. I remember when I bought myself my first MacBook, my first MacBook. I got it from this other guy who was selling it secondhand, and it was 7,000. I bought that thing cash for 7,000. 7,000 from a boy who's from the hood. You are from varsity, carrying a school bag every day. Hey, you don't know, guys. You don't know how difficult it is to carry a school bag every day, traveling from Wits, going to Wits to Bree, and then you realize that Mandela Bridge is not safe anymore. Let me use the Rea Vaya. You are now on Rea Vaya. I'm carrying my project there. Someone pushes me. My project breaks in the bus. You don't know, guys. As we are from humble beginnings, that's why we take offense when people come and they speak things they don't know. We take offense because we know where we've been. We know what we've been through to get to where we are. So from that time, from being that boy to being at that point where you are able to buy yourself a laptop of 7,000 cash without asking your parents, that was a lot for me. That really transformed my life. That really changed me. So those things helped me like kind of understand that this thing really works with me, guys. Let me tell you, 2017 when I started trading, there were not a lot of traders. You see these people who have what Forex on their, like Dr. Martin Forex, Dr. Martin USD, Dr. Martin what. Those things were not there in 2017. They were not there. Like there was not a lot of people who were on Instagram to make you see that Forex is possible. It was just a few people, and also even those few people, you are not sure whether they grew up rich or maybe they really made money from trading. So for us, it was all about you and your dreams and what you can make out of this. So for me, as soon as I started making 500, I always say this, it took 500 rands to convince me to trade Forex. It took 500 rands to convince me that I'm not going back to Vasit. Imagine just 500 rands. 500 rand. 500 rand. Not even the 10,000 you guys want. Like, the 10,000 you guys want. You guys want a lot of money to be convinced that you want to trade. For me, it took 500 rands. It was $30 at the time. $35 or so. That was my first profit, and that really made me conclude with my heart that I'm not going back to school because I was on a gap year. That time I made that amount and I took out the 500. I remember my cousin and my brother, my cousin and my twin were both employed. Okay. So my cousin and my brother were both employed, and the fact that I could contribute to our, we used to go out, like chill, hang out, and buy food and all of that. Like for the mere fact that when we are buying 100 rand meal, I'm able to say, no, guys, can I take out 35 rand? Being the unemployed person that I was, and being from an unprivileged background, that was a lot, and that was so much. Sometimes I'm like, no, guys, I'll buy you lunch because I just made 500, and I'm willing to sacrifice 100 to buy them lunch. That really made them see that, okay, what I'm doing is really working for me. That also kind of fueled the fire in me to keep on going and to keep on making money in the industry. That's how I got convinced to trade. That's how I got convinced to trade. From there, it was bigger amounts. But even with the small amounts, I used to buy. I buy, guys. I used to buy things for me to convince myself that what I'm doing is working for me and makes me happy. Which is why, like, anything I want, I buy. Like, if I'm unable to buy it now, I'm gonna buy it. But anything I want, I buy. Like now, I'm buying something I want because I'm making that money, I'm making that money to buy what I want. I'm buying it. And I don't care who says what, but I'm going to buy it because I know that this is my blood and sweat. If you are storing up your money, for what and for who? Why are you storing it up? Spend that money and live your life, So that's what I'm saying, guys. You need to spend that money. You need to spend that money and make that money. Make that money, and once you make it, spend it. As you are making it, spend it. Don't be scared to spend. Like is valegile, cannot receive. Like if your hands are closed, you cannot receive. Be open, like be able to give. I don't know how many people I've helped on my Instagram, like coming to me and saying, hey, I need money for this and that, and I give them. I'm not going to do that anymore because I know that people are so like messed up. So don't come to me on Instagram and say, you want money, I will not give you. I've been giving guys money. There's a lot of guys I've given money because I'm not stingy. If I have the money, I'll give you. I'm not stingy. And that's because my hands are like this, guys. Like, I like this. I'm a giving person. And once I give, like if I can tell you guys what I've seen, like I've seen God like open doors because my hands are just like this. I've seen God do things. Me, if there's one thing I don't lack in my life, I don't lack money. Like I don't play, whether it's from the markets or what. I will not lack money, me, never. You see, money is not a part of my problems. Never, ever. It's not a part of my problems. And that's because I've always learned to not attach to money. Once you attach to money, it will not come to you. And even like people that know things, they say scared money doesn't make money. Scared money will never make money. So guys, as you make that money, don't be scared to spend it. Just spend. So many teachers in the comment section. Tell us about your first car. Explain that feeling. So on the first car I bought, I remember. So when I went to buy the car, I was going for a Range Rover Evoque. And at the dealership I was buying it from, I was like, I was still very young. Like, you know, you just made money from the markets. And you are looking for a nice ride because you are seeing other people, other kids driving nice rides, you know. But I think it's good that I started there because that taught me a lot about life, to say that you shouldn't buy something because you see other people driving it. Buy it because you can afford it and that you love it. So I got there. When I got there, I see that Evoque with the ribbon on it, and I'm like, yeah, because I'd spoken to the dealer guy before then. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm coming back with my car now, you see. So I got there. The guy's like, no, why are you not buying this? So it was a Peugeot dealership. Why are you not buying this car? I mean, this car is better than this one. What? Plus, you are a first-time driver. Wada. Your license is still new. That Evoque, the insurance on it is gonna be too much. What? So Ganti didn't tell me that they had already bought that car. And me, I went to the VAR from Joburg saying I'm going to buy a car. And being at that point where you have money to buy a car and you wanna come back with the car, desperately so. I'm telling you, you can get there and they tell you that the car you want is not there and there's another car, you come back with that. You come back with that car. That's how I bought my first car. It wasn't the car of my choice. I wasn't really excited because that wasn't the car I went to buy. So the other guy bought an Evoque, came with his wife and kid to show them the car. When I was still there, I went into the car. I felt it. I'm like, yo, this feels like heaven. The sunroof was from here to the back. Remember that I don't know these things, me. Like, I'm still a new boy who's buying his first car. Got there, and these guys were like, nah, I think you just take the Peugeot. And I took the Peugeot. That's how I bought the 308. So I bought the 308, came back with it. It felt nice. The fact that it was my car, like, even though it wasn't the car of my choice, but I was a car owner. Like, this car belongs to me. When I park this car, this will be my car. It won't be someone else's car. I'll be parking my car. Like, I'm happy that I'm driving a car back to home. Then I came back with the car. I was shying echo there from Val to Joburg. And I'm thinking, hey, this is my car. Like, no one can tell me this is mine. Now, the feeling was nice. Not that I wasn't that proud. I'm just talking. It's a figure of speech. But I was really humbled. And also it was like unbelievable that I had pushed that much and that far in such a short space of time. And now that the dream was really happening. And then, yeah, it really felt amazing. It felt amazing. But from there, I just noticed that, yeah, no, man, a man needs a better car. So last year I bought 2 cars. It obviously life happened, and now we are here. So yeah, man, it's been a journey and a half. We've seen God. We've seen God. So it's nice, guys. Spend the profits as you make them. Don't just spend and keep money in your bank account. You'll die and leave that money there. Kanya sent a request. Let me see. What's the life that happened? Is the arrest? Let me take up Kanya. God of Naz in the building. Po. For me to buy the car, how much did I start with? Remember that it wasn't just one trading account. That's one thing people think. You can't buy a car. You can't fund 10,000 and build 1 million to buy a car. No, it's countless amounts of withdrawals that you make and consistency, which is why when a trader buys a car, other traders relate that this is a big thing. You know, you've pushed, you've been working. It's not easy to buy any car. Even a test in trading is not easy because you could have funded that 15,000 and blew it. And Kanye, it says unable to join. I don't know why. Let me try again. You could have funded that 15,000 and blew it. So no matter how much the car costs, it's not easy. Hey, it's not easy, guys. So don't think that it's easy to buy a car. I'm coming back to Camping Waterfall for a few days, man. Zwagala, man. Zwagala, man. Kala pants. So you went and bought the car, and then and then I drove the car. I drove the car for a year, and after 1 year, like I was parking, I still have the pictures of the car. I was parked on the side of the road by my mom's place, and I was meeting up with Zakes, Kia, and who I can't remember who was there that day by Ronza when Zakes went to get his car body kit. So that day, my car got into an accident. Like it was parked, this taxi driver drove into the car with such a high speed, and the car was a write-off just like that. The car just like that. I sold the car for a solid 15,000, 1.5. That's how bad it was. So yeah, man, it's like after a year and a couple of months, the car got into an accident. So then I stayed for like 3 months without a car, and in that 3 months I pushed myself to get another car. And yeah, that's how the Beamer came up. And 3 months after the Beamer, we got a Clio. And then after that, obviously, it's now. Life has been quick. Life is very fast. Yeah, I'm in Waterfall. When you started trading with 500, did you have a book or source that opened your mind about trading? I was looking at babypips.com. That was my teacher. When was your breakthrough as a trader? After the Astro classes, and where you find it? So for me, my breakthrough didn't come after the Astro. It came before Astro. So I only went to Astro because it was after I'd blown my 2.1 M, so the $149,000 account that I traded. After that, I wasn't so, like, you know, when you've blown like a lot of money and you're not motivated and you're thinking what you're doing is not working, that's when I went to take that course. And obviously I was already on private banking there, like from my own trading, like I was private clients that time. And now we are on RMB. You see, so these things happen fast, guys. If you really take your trading career serious, you will see your life change. I'm not lying, guys. You see this English that I'm speaking now, and you're thinking I'm a chief boy. In me, I went to school in the Kasis, bruh. I went to school in the Kasis with Kasi people there. Chais, you don't know you. No, the taxi driver didn't pay me. You know these taxi drivers. Road accident fund. How, man? I wasn't even in that accident, most. I never create road accident fund, man. Na usali mo accident thing, man. Ish. Please advise how you buy a car. You save profits or what? You can decide saving profits or what. Like I also don't like. For me, I prefer obviously buying cash because installments I drag for 5 years paying whatever amount. But if you feel like installments are gonna work for you, then do it. It's not wrong to buy a car on installment at all. Don't let them fool you. It's not wrong. Let me see. Pictures of the car. They are in a conversation between one of my friends that I'd sent, so I'd have to go there, come back on the live, which is going to be a hassle. I bought a Velocity 1.6 through Forex. Was hard, man. That's an achievement, man. What model was that car? That was a Peugeot 308i. Yeah. What convinced you to start trading? Poverty. M4 next. Hey, Asaz, we'll see in a few days. So introduced it into Forex. Yeah, man. I told him how to trade. Please advise how you buy a car. Okay, I just addressed that. It's all like a PT squared. So you go to Sentin, and there's 2 branches of the same shop called Hydraulics. So go there, you'll find it. You know, Baby Pips is the one. EPPM go kundot ikhona la ikhona angazi nami iphi kodwa la ikhona it took $32 to how much? No, man, it was obviously like small stuff. Who was your mentor at Astro? Man, me, I got Sean Lee straight up. That is why I love the bro so much, man. I got his mentorship directly. This was before Marco and them got there. Marco got to Astro now. Man. So us, we are from the first Astro, man. How did you end up on the Fela and Versace video? It was through Don Dada. He's a friend of ours, so he loved how we dress and he called us to come and shoot. So that's, yeah. What happened to that guy introduced you to Forex? To the guy who introduced you? Oh, that was a very close friend of mine. And so life happened. We grew apart, and yeah, he left the company, and I was left alone. And then my brothers were there, and then yeah, ever since we've just been pushing with my brothers. Are you just a trader, or you have a side hustle? No, I don't have a 9 to 5, man. I'm always at home. So it means if you take it serious, a lot can change in 2 months. I promise you, a lot can change in 2 months. A lot can change. At least now I'm on private banking, so I'm pushing. As I said, you're my true inspiration. Keep going, man. Keep going. How much you funded with on your breakthrough? It was $1,000. That was 13,000 rands on currencies, and from that $1,000, I flipped it to $10,000 in one day. From there, it was game over. It was game over from there. Evan. No, I'm just looking at the comments. Super duper. Evan. See ya. He's having a conversation with someone on the live. Yeah. Now I know who you're with. Let me tool. It's been a journey. Kabulo ref is rejected. I don't know. How many inches are the monitors you're using? Oh my word, I forgot, man. But they're like this big. Like, I can't even show you, man. Yes, sis. I think like almost 30 inch, like 20 something inch, man. It's 20 something. I don't know. 20 something. I don't know. How much did you lose before you joined Astro? $149,000. Linda Bry, remember when you took over the Notorious FX group to show Yusuf? Hey, man. Hey, this guy. Katleho. Hey, man. Yo, man, yes, sis. Yo. I can't like you know me from far, man. You remember that notorious FX group? Joash Naidu was there as well. So Joash knows that story, man. Yo, you know stories, man. If you know that group, yes, sis. Yo, you know things, man. Yo. Do you think involving God in Forex helps? There's nothing that you'll involve God in and it doesn't work. That's what I'm going to tell you. Traders can buy cars on installment. Yeah, man, you can. I mean, I don't know, but you can. I know you can for a fact. You can buy a car on installment because they are not looking for employment. It's affordability, isn't it? I think it's affordability. So if you buy a R1 million car as a trader, I commend you. If you buy a R1 million car on installments, I commend you because that means you are able to consistently make 100,000 rands in your account for a solid 6 months, which is 600K in its essence. But obviously you'd have to put up a clean deposit. So I commend you. I don't have Mona. I don't have Mona. How is 30 for 20 going? So 30 for 20 started today. So as I did say, it's only the 4th of March. Monday I was in trading and I haven't been feeling well. So I'm juggling trading and me treating myself in between. So yeah, man. But we took a loss today, but tomorrow's another day. We're coming. You dropped out at which year? Second year. I finished my second year and I didn't go to my third year. God bless you, bro. Thank you. Is FX really spiritual ngempela? Ngwana wa John Wick show away. You look bomb. Thank you, Rona. Away. Was it a struggle to teach and convince kids to trade? No, it wasn't. Olua Martin, izinja a game. Haha, izinja. You know, Olua. Hi, doctor. How much will you pay me to go live with you? Give me a young 5,000 and I'll add you on. Supreme. Away, Tony. I'm lunger sto. Away. You saw something you can never unsee. Where Zoe, Heaven. I remember the days, man. Men's was learning FX. Tepandu was with me in varsity, by the way, guys. So when I was doing second year, Ndu was doing first year, but we were super tight. Like, we were super tight with Ndu. And, you know, Ndu was a close brother, and he left on his second. Wait, were we in first year together or what? Because Ndu left for Durban. I think we were in the same year with Ndu. Same year also, I can't remember. But Ndu left for Durban when if I remember quite well. And yeah, from there, man, like, couple of years later, Ndu will tell you, like, I was crusty as hell, man. Like, I was crusty as hell. So it's not, I didn't grow up from a rich family, me. He knows, doing those school projects, man. Hey, Ndu, dog, ish. Ndu, Van, yeah, ne. It's been a journey. Is it advisable to trade gold with your last 1,000? Yeah, man. Dr. Faga Ibugo Zako, please. Zips on a very label. Oh. Yeah, Ndu knew me before the classes, before I put on my classes. It's been a journey, Buffett. It's been a journey. Hey, it's been a journey and a half, guys. Yo. Hey. Yo. Hey, man. Echon Moffat. Donna, Echon Moffat. Aish. Yeah, ne. Ain't done. Yo. I would like to spend a week with you, Doc, just analyzing the market. Yet I know you wouldn't take me serious since I'm not a successful trader. But I'm not a bad person, man. How many days does it take to buy a brand new car if I have cash? I would say maybe like 2 to 3 days, depending on what they need to do. Because obviously, if you come and buy a car at a dealership, especially if it's a second-hand car, they'd have to, even if it's a brand new car, like it's by law that when you buy a car, you need to take it to DECRA. unless you spoke to them before the day you collect. So you can hit up a dealership and tell them you are interested in this car, you want to buy it, go test drive if you want. But if not, then they have to take it to DECRA for roadworthy and registrations and all of that. And then after all of that is done, you can go collect your car and that's it. How old are you? I'm 25. What age were you when you became? I was 24. I was 20. So 2017, if I'm 25 now, 2017 was 4 years ago. That means I was 21. So 2018, I was 22. Yeah, I started being profitable at 22. 22. Do you have other businesses? Yeah, I do have one thing that I put my money, like something that I put my money into that's not kind of paying me as yet. So, and I had investments last year and the year before, and obviously life happened. Doctor, you must go to a blue with 2.1 and never. Same, bro. The Genesis is always tough, but I'm proud of the man you've become, bro. I think you've always been that guy. Man, dude, thank you so much, man. Hearing that from you, man, it really means a lot, dog. What were you studying if it's? I did architecture with Ndu, so we did architecture there. But people go to Sangomas for trading. Hey, man. Hey, abantu bazenza mbali. Abantu bazenza. Yo. Abantu bazenza. What can you advise someone who wants to drop out of university and focus on Forex? It worked for me. It might not work for you. Might work for you. It all takes your bravery. And would you take the FTMO challenge? One of my friends has been convincing me to take the FTMO challenge, but I haven't been trading currencies in a while. But I would take it. It's a good challenge, especially for people who don't have money to fund. I've never been at that point where I felt like I don't have money to fund, and the only thing that can help me is my skill. I've never been at that point. So if you are at that point, FTMO is a good point. Is a good starting point. Why do they call you doctor? They call me doctor because I'm a doctor. If I come to South Africa, yeah, I'll teach you 100%. I also want to ask why I'm a doctor. It's because I'm a doctor. You're 25. Yeah, man, I'm 25. Doctor, I need to raise money to fund. Could you help me out with the job? I'm sorry, man, we're not hiring at the moment. Hey, this life thing. What's that life thing that happened? Emun. Hey, see ya, mun. Hey, see ya, mun. See ya, mun. Yo, see, man, I can't wait too, man. Architecture, akuyona architecture. What was the Notorious FX group about? It was about BTMM and stuff like that. That guy used to make money. Like, architecture now, where Bali Mogs. Guys, I'm resting now. I'm going to end the live. But thank you so much for coming on. That really meant a lot. Having an audience of over 330 people late at night at 1 in the morning is as Nipap and Flace. So I appreciate you. I don't even know what that means. Brain freeze. Shower brain freeze empilo. They life give brain freeze. Go manje nje. Life impilo yikho. Sashawa ama brain freeze empilo ndoda. Washama brain freeze kodwa manje hot chocolate. Yeah, we are drinking hot chocolate now. We are warm. I wanted to do the breakdown, man. Yes, but I like, you know why? Like, guys, I'm sick, guys, so I need to go take my meds. That's why, man. That's why, man. I'm like super sick, man. So I need to go take my meds. So that's what's up. So if you need anything, send me a DM. I'll help you out. Not with money. Don't come asking me for money. Don't come asking me for money. But yeah. What? Don't ask me for relationship also.